Welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Chaz here, the lab coat's on back order, and it's time for episode number 69 of our Pokemon Sapphire playthrough. In the last episode, what even happened? It's been about a week since I played this. I think we basically... yeah, we were in the battle tower and got destroyed. Then we decided, let's move on to something a little bit more productive. Let's see if we can find ourselves the two Pokemon we're going to need to be able to access the Reggie trio of Regirock, Regice, and Registeel. So I did a little bit of searching underwater, trying to find Relicanth. They're pretty rare, so we didn't find one in the episode. But what I want to do in this episode is... can we fly? I think I taught Blaze how to fly. I want to go capture a Wailmer, first of all, because we do need a Wailord to be able to get the... basically access the submerged cavern, whatever it's called, and gain access to the three... well, not actually gain access to them, but gain the ability to open access to the three legendaries. And I also have to go and capture, of course, that Relicanth. So to sort of speed things up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to capture the Wailmer right now, and then we can go and dive underwater and look for the Relicanth while I'm training up the Wailmer, because we will have... we will going to have to evolve it. That's why I stumbled. We are going to have to evolve it into a Wailord to be able to access the area that we can unlock, the Reggie Trio's little hidden area. So, do I want to do a team recap? I might as well get it over with. I'm not going to change the layout for when I add more Pokemon, because these are the guys we're going to be using for battles. The Wailmer and the Relicanth, or Wailord and Relicanth, are just to gain access to the Reggie Trio. So, that being the case, our active team, as we see on the layout, is going to start with Shelbert the Squirtle at level 54. Almost said 45. Bear with me. Anyway, level 54, Torrent ability, of course, upping water moves in a pinch. Quirky nature, which is neutral, holding the Mystic Water, and he's got the ribbon for winning the Pokemon League Championship. So defenses is better, stat 104. Surf, Ice Beam, Bite, and he's the dive Pokemon on the team right now. Next, we have Pikachu at level 54 with static ability. Bashful nature, also neutral, I'm pretty sure. And holding the Magnet, you can see speed is his best stat at 116. Thunderbolt, Body Slam, Thunder Wave, and Flash. He'd actually be pretty good to lead with to paralyze a Wailmer. I don't think there's Wild Wailord anywhere. Anyway, we're not going to really hit anything with that, with Thunderbolt or Body Slam, because we would destroy things. Next is Sprout the Venusaur, level 54. He has Overgrow ability, of course. Relaxed nature, which, what does that do? You know what? I keep saying I'm going to look these up. I never do. It's time to actually do that. Okay, Google. Pokemon Natures.
Here is information from GameFAQs.
Okay, Google. Thank you.
You're welcome.
For anyone out there that uses the OK Google thing for voice recognition... wait, stop! I didn't want... okay, Google. Pokemon Natures. Again.
Here's information from GameFAQs.
Alright then. So, show me the... it's not going to show me without a click here, okay. Okay. As I said, the, when I said OK Google, it recognized that and started taking in my other words there. But anyway, for those of you people out there that use that thing, do you actually tell it thank you afterwards? Because it says you're welcome, which I really like. Alright, so relaxed nature, now that we can finally move on with this part of the playthrough, because this is the exciting part for you folks out there. Defense up, speed down. That's actually not that bad for a Venusaur, because they're not going to be fast anyway, and especially when you go Mega Evolution in 3 generations later from right now, then you're going to have better defenses all around. Anyway, he has the Miracle Seed to power up all grass-type attacks, and defenses, well, special defenses is better stat as it is, 136. Giga Drain, Synthesis, Toxic, and Leech Seed is the moveset. Next is our Calm Blastoise, Sheldon at level 55. Calm Nature is, I'm going to say, a boost to special defense, dropping attack. Got it. Alright, I remember from Pandora, our Pancham in the current Moon playthrough. And he has the Shell Bell to restore some HP after each hit on the opponent. Both defenses are the best stats and pretty evened out there. Moveset is Surf, Ice Punch, Skull Bash, and Bide. Next we have Blaze, our Charizard at level 55, a quirky Pokemon which, just like Shelbert, is a neutral nature. Blaze ability, of course. Holding Charcoal to power up Fire-type attacks, and 145 special attack is his best stat. Fire Punch, Dragon Breath, Fly, and Slash. And last but not least, our Sassy, which is a special defense up and speed down. Didn't I say that already? Anyway, it says here, special defense is boosted, speed is down. Not a bad nature for a Clefable as well. She's at level 56 with Cute Charm, possibly infatuating foes on contact against her. That sassy nature, holding Never Melt Ice to add power to the ice-type attacks that she has, or V1. And special defense is the best stat at 134. Double Edge, Ice Punch, Moonlight, and Metronome. Now that that's out of the way, let us find ourselves a Whalelord. I keep saying Whalelord. Are there any wild Whalelord in the game also? I don't think there are. Now, do they just show up in the wild here, or do we have to fish for them? I think we've seen them just in the wild here, just by surfing around. So this might take a little bit of time. My plan is, once I catch it, I don't know if... What I'll probably do, instead of doing a speed-up montage thing, as soon as we catch the Whalmer, I'm going to head back down to Satopolis City and start searching underwater. I'll record it, but if nothing interesting happens, I'm probably going to fade out from this part of the capture of Whalmer, and then speed over to, or fade back in as we capture the Relicanth. Then we'll do a speed-up montage as I train up the Whalmer, and try to get Whalelord, because that's going to... I don't think we need 2 speed-up montages, one for training, or one for hunting the Relicanth, and one for training the Whalmer. So, I think that's the best idea. Now, again, do you find them just by surfing around? I seem to recall we've encountered them before. I might have to fish. I'm going to try to fish. Now, would it be a level... Would it be like a Super Rod type Pokemon? We're going to try it. And as I do this, since this might take a little bit of time, I can mention that Wait, hang on. This is the fishing that you really have to focus on. I can't talk about too much. I was going to talk about my adventures in Pokemon Go as of today, because a new update has occurred. Wait. It's a bite! This is always so annoying, like you can't look away. Sometimes this goes for 6 times. Look. Why? I love how they made the fishing so much easier later on, and all we find is a worthless Sharpedo. You know what? You're not worthless. You are very dangerous, but not at that level. We can just walk away from you. So, we found a Sharpedo. I'm going to say that gives us a chance for a Whalmer, too. Do I know that for sure? Not at all. But we're going to try it. Or we're not going to find anything. Now, currently in Pokemon Go, I'll mention it in this upcoming week's news update video thingy, but there is an update for the upcoming day of Valentine's Day. A lot of pink Pokemon are showing up a lot more in the wild. I found my first Chansey the other day. It ran away. But I've been finding a lot more Execute and a lot of Lickitung. I suddenly found my first Lickitung, and they're starting to show up everywhere. I was walking around a little bit in the Uptown area, and some Pokemon that I don't have a lot of, like, I'm still doing the thing, almost like in Pokemon Moon. I want to capture 5 of a Pokemon species, and then choose one to make my main one, and just transfer the others for candy. But there was a few species that I found uptown in certain locations. I love the nearby, where you actually know what stop to go to. There's a Whalmer right there. And there was a Geodude at one point. I don't have enough of them yet. And by the time I got to the Pokestop it was near, it had disappeared. It left. I was like, okay, come on. And then coming home, just as I got off the bus, I saw Execute had spawned nearby. So I thought, oh great, I'll go catch that. And the moment it appeared, it disappeared again. And I was like, why? What's the point of that? Alright, who can we actually... Wait, I don't know. Sprout has Leech Seed, does he not? That could slowly whittle it down. Let's do this, Sprout. So we can get the Leech Seed, and we'll just start throwing Pokeballs. I think we'd have plenty of them. I'm going to try to Water Gun my Venusaur? Didn't I just say he has a special offense boost? I don't remember. I'm not going to look it up again. I know, look, you know what I said. In fact, if you don't, feel free to just rewind the video. I want to find out. He's a Relax Pokemon. Relax is a defense boost and speed drop. Never mind. Well, fortunately, it's going to help with that Astonish, which is physical in this generation, and all later generations, because it just makes contact. So, let's just see if a Pokeball does the trick right now. We've got 39. We don't... When's the last time we used Pokeballs? Was it against Kyogre? I think it was. And just like that, we captured a Whalmer. Alright, now the fun part of nicknaming. Sometimes I put way too much thought into the nicknames. Whalmer, wait, Whalmer, the ball whale Pokemon. Whalmer can store water inside its body to transform itself into a ball for bouncing it around on the ground. By filling itself up with more water, this Pokemon can elevate the heights of its bounces. The height of its bounces. We are going to nickname you, even though we're not really going to use you for anything outside of just going for the Regis. But we're going to go with the nickname... Morgan. Now there's a big long train of thought while I'm going with this name. So, I was trying to think, what could I call a Whalmer or Whalelord? And all I keep coming back to is the movie Free Willy. I thought by the end of Free Willy, you know, Willy goes free. Like, I didn't want to just nickname Whalmer Willy. That's so generic and so bland, not creative enough for your dear old professor here. So I thought, by the end of Free Willy, Willy does go free, making Willy a free man, Freeman, and a very famous actor named Morgan Freeman, of course. I'm sure you've all heard of him. And Morgan is a name that could be male or female. So regardless of what Wailmer I caught, male or female, I thought, let's go with Morgan. Is that way too much thought to put into a Pokemon I'm not really going to be using? Uh-huh. But now let's fly back to Sotopolis City, and we're going to grab Morgan out of the, I want to fly, out of the PC, and we'll do some hunting underwater to look for the ever-elusive Relicanth. And as I say, I'm going to fade out, we'll fade back in. In fact, I can just fade out right now, which I guess I will do right now. Alright, a wild Relicanth has appeared. Now, let's see if we can make this capture. So I'm going to go into, first of all, Pikachu to paralyze. I don't think this should be able to hurt us too much. I only got... Did I get any training for Morgan? I don't think she leveled up once. Maybe she did just once, but if so, that was it. So we'll get the paralysis here. Then I'll switch over into Sprout and get the Leech Seed again. Hopefully it's going to do the trick. I don't want to knock this thing out. Of course, we need this to capture, or find, the Reggie trio. Guess what? I didn't bring Sprout with me. So, what is the next best thing? Pikachu could Body Slam, actually. I should probably be safe and heal, but you know what? Let's go Body Slam. How much will we do to this thing? Okay, maybe we should try something better. I wonder if Fluffy could Ice Punch this. It does resist that as well. She is the Dragon Slayer of the Johto Elite Four, but this is not a dragon, and this is not Johto. This is not the Elite Four. Was there a Relicanth in the Elite Four here? I don't think so. What did they have? Well, first of all, let's try the... Oh, you know what? Double Edge might be good, too. I'm going to try Double Edge. It is Stab, but her attack is not good. This thing has better defense than Special. Let's try the Double Edge. Yeah, so there was Dark, Ghost, Ice, and Dragon for the Elite Four here, and then plus the Champion. So I don't think there was a Relicanth. Now, one more Double Edge, non-critical, should get it just low enough that a Pokeball will start to work. In fact, I could even Ice Punch it again. If I need to weaken it some more... Actually, if I need to weaken it some more, I should go back to Pikachu. But let's start things off, just in case Pikachu needs to come in. I'll use a Super Potion and get him back up and ready. But let's see if a few Pokeballs here can do the trick. And after this, I was doing some training of Morgan underwater here until I realized, you know what? We're not really doing that much. Like, it's not the wisest thing because we're fighting a lot of other water types. And the better idea is going to be to take her to the desert and start training her there. But first, we're going to make this Relicanth capture. Hello, Xurkitree. Pulling the old triple jiggle fake out again, are ya? Well, not you, but if you don't know what I'm talking about, watch Friday's episode of Pokemon Moon. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. I'll switch into Pikachu and Body Slam you with no remorse. Are you taking recoil damage from this? You are. That's going to be a problem if you knock yourself out. Hopefully, though... Actually, I'll leave Fluffy in, because that way, if it does recoil itself a few times, that's going to be the better way to weaken it than bringing Pikachu and risking a critical hit. Plus, there's a chance that it might sometime be infatuated. I should probably heal. Let's go with the Moonlight. Almost hit Metronome. Watch me get like Fisher or Super Guillotine or something like that. So we're going to heal up. Hopefully it's going to lose a turn to either Paralysis or Infatuation. Yeah, how many times has it broken through both of those? Apparently we're in Battle Tower underwater. I didn't know that. Alright, now it's in the red, though, so Pokeball is going to work. I'm not going to waste any of my special other Pokeballs on this thing. I prefer the red and white. That's all you need right there. Boom! Got it. Come on! What is the capture rate on this thing? At least there's a loss of turn to the infatuation with my Clefable. And who couldn't be infatuated with my Clefable? If you didn't watch the Elite Four... the Pokemon League Challenge of the 3rd generation, she was amazing against Lance. With a little help from Heads the Dodrio, but we caught the Relicanth. Here we go. Relicanth, the longevity Pokemon. Relicanth is a rare species that was discovered in deep-sea explorations. This Pokemon's body withstands the enormous water pressure of the ocean depths. Its body is covered in tough scales that are like craggy rocks. And now, I'm going to get a nickname to this Pokemon, and it is a male. What would be... Oh, you know what? Let's go with this. Raider. See, I'm thinking Relicanth. There was a TV show here in Canada, my country. I own it, right? But anyway, here in Canada, there was a TV show called Relic Hunter, which was kind of like sort of a live-action Tomb Raider sort of thing. And the idea is, I'm thinking of, a Relicanth, Relic Hunter, Tomb Raider connection. So Raider is a good name there, but also it kind of fits with, Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark, because it's male. So all that being said, we're going with Raider. I didn't want that. I want this. Okay, there we go. So Raider sent to the PC. Now then, I'm going to cut away as we desubmerge, or I guess remerge, from the water. And I'm going to head over to the desert and bring Morgan, of course, and do some training. And that you're going to see a speed-up grinding montage sort of a thing for. And then we'll come back after that is complete. Alright, and we are finally back. Sorry for the super extended grinding montage, but as I was doing the training for Morgan, it all came back to me how obnoxious they made the grinding in Gen 3. Like, there's very limited places to do your grinding, because the Pokemon, wild Pokemon levels will increase in certain areas, but in some areas, you're going to find pretty much nothing but Zubat. And you don't get a lot of experience from Zubat, so this took forever. But finally, Morgan, the Wailmer, is evolving into Wailord. So we can... I'm not even sure how much time we have left, because that grinding took forever. I'm going to have to speed it up. I'm going to say I've got time for 6 or 7 more minutes. That might be enough time to make it to the... whatever the underwater chamber is called. But we have a Wailord. Now, what I want to do, first of all, is check the Pokedex and see, would I have been able to capture a wild Wailord at some point? I do not know. Where are you at? Wailord, Wailord, where? There you go. Alright, first of all, Wailord, the float whale Pokemon. When chasing prey, Wailord herds them by leaping out of the water and making a humongous splash. It is breathtaking to see this Pokemon leaping out of the sea with others in its pod. Whole bunch of them at once? That'd be kind of cool. I could have caught a wild Wailord this entire time. I've never known that. Did you know that? You probably did. I look like a fool. Let's not waste any more time. Let's just go. Do what we have to do. We're going to leave this cave. Also, Wally's there. Hanging out. Wants to re-challenge me, I'm sure, at some point, but not just yet. Alright, so we're going to fly off to... Where's the closest place to do this? Where am I even going? I've lost track. Over here. That's right. After all this grinding, I completely lost track. What was the point of all that? We're going to unlock the Reggie Trio. Let's go heal up. I'm going to swap out a Pokemon again. Now, I forget exactly how to do this. You need the Relicanth and the Wailord in certain positions in your party. Is it Wailord in the 6th spot? I can't remember. I'm going to do something. I'm going to have to look it up because I don't know exactly for sure. But, you know, do I need to look it up? I know the 2 Pokemon. If it doesn't work the first time, I can just swap them around, I guess. Alright, so I'm going to assume that Relicanth has to lead, and I guess Fluffy can sit out for the time being. As I said, I'm not going to change the layout because we're just doing this. Oh, also, yeah, Morgan got knocked out at one point. Is it going to matter for the playthrough? No, because I'm not going to use her for anything other than just going and unlocking this area. So, should I increase the injury counter, do you think, folks? Or does it matter? Personally, I don't think it matters. Now, this is the hard part. This is going to take the last of the 6 minutes, I'm sure. Which stream do I jump down to make it to that middle spot? I think I've already messed up. Or have I? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have. Well, this pushed us the wrong way, I'm sure. There's no way I can turn this back around. No, alright. Stop it. Blaze, fly us back. I gotta go somewhere a little bit lower than where I jumped in just now. Alright then. I can do this. And while we do this, let me get my trusty friend, OK Google. OK Google, Braille alphabet. If you don't know... Thank you. If you don't listen to what I say about the OK word again. But, if you don't know why I'm looking that up, you must not know very much about Gen 3 because... well, I'll explain it as we get there. So, from here... is there a specific spot I need to surf from here? I'm going to try this, just on a whim. Let's see if this is the right spot. Bear with me as I was thinking I could have looked up... well, that didn't matter. I could have looked up my earlier part of the playthrough and see what spot did I jump off of to make it there. Because I have made it to that dive spot before. So I am 1, 2... was that 2 or 3 spaces down from the... I'm above the halfway mark. That doesn't matter. Now this pushes us here. And we can jump right over here. Alright. Now from here, I think this is where I have to make the proper jump into the water. Because one stream is going to push me too far up. Let me try this. So the smart thing, as I say, could be to look up a walkthrough. Now, okay, this is the spot. I gotta remember the right area. I know it's... I'm pretty sure it's not this. I'm gonna go down here. So, not that one. I went down 2 spaces. Let me see if this is correct. Oh, I gotta go down 3 spaces. Okay, okay, I got that. Alright, 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 not bad. I made it. I just gotta make it to that other spot. That, well, the one that I was just at. Can't even explain it, but you saw it on camera. Alright, now I gotta retrace my steps and see if I can make it through this maze of fast waves. This is the fun part. Okay, I believe this is gonna be the same thing. Yep, just right over here. Run past this guy, jump into this water, gonna push us to this little shoreline area. And from here... Doesn't matter where I go from here. I went here, above the halfway point. I'm gonna try to recreate everything that I've just done to make sure I do it properly. Now, when I get to the two girls... Doesn't matter, I go here. Okay, okay. Now this... I jumped in here, I think. Or here. I think this is gonna push us either way. The same distance, same place. So this should be fine. Let's just jump in here. Alright, now we're on. So it wasn't this, but it's this one. Let's go. Surfing on by. We've made it to the dive spot. Alright, now, do I have the Pokemon positioning proper in my team? I don't know how you find out if you have done it right or not, but maybe it says something in this underwater cave. Have we been here in the playthrough yet? I can't remember. So, this says... This is going to be fun. Hang on. I could just look up the actual translation for this, but I want to read it myself. That's G... This is not fun at all. Okay, Geo, go. What is that? UP, is that? Where's my alphabet? Show it. Can't find that letter. There's, yeah, go up. You guys can't even see what I'm looking at, but trust me, I'm reading the alphabet. Go up. 8. Does that say 8? Why is that an 8? Anyway, go up. 8. E. Wait a minute. Is that right? This is showing me that the last of those 5 characters is... Or the first of the last 5 characters starts with an 8. And then E. Is that A? No, that's not A. E-R. Is it go up here? Is that a period? Go up here, hang on. That was it? Alright. Have I been here? I don't think I have. Let's go right to the end here. This is the main thing. Alright, what does this one say? Yeah, this alphabet is kind of mixed up. It said... H was 8. So I don't know what's going on. Something doesn't seem right here. Let me bring up this one. No, that doesn't help me. There's no characters. Okay, then. Let's go with... That looks like... Well, this says 4. I... G. So I'm assuming that they actually mean big. Or, no, dig! Here. Do we even have dig? We don't have dig, do we? No. Do we have the TM for dig? I've come all this way. I need dig. I do have dig. Well, I'll tell you what. Back in my original Blue playthrough, not on the channel, but on my old Game Boy game, Shelbert did know dig for the longest time. Let's let him learn dig right now. We're going to replace bite. We can always move tutor that back on anyway. Okay, Shelbert learns dig for the purposes of unlocking these legendaries. I like this. This is really mysterious. Ooh. I don't like. I've done this before. I just don't remember it all. Oh, okay. This I might just have to want to look up the translation for. But let me. Now, if I could actually have a proper translator. Let me see what this one says. So that character is F I Come on, where is it? F-I-R S. Hang on. first, I'm going to say that probably says first something, Relicanth, and then maybe last space, maybe Wailord, just based on how many characters there are. So Relicanth first, Wailord last. Wait, I've done it! I heard 3 unlocks. It sounded as if a door opened somewhere far away. And with that, why am I going to the bag? I'm going to go and use the new dig attack and get our way out of here, because we have just unlocked the 3 Regis. So I got some planning to do. I don't know exactly... Why was I blinking so much? I don't know exactly who to use to capture these things. But we are going to fly back to a Pokemon Center and save it up, because we, although it took a long time, and I could have caught a Wailord anywhere around here, apparently, it's taken a long time to get through this episode. I gotta decide which Pokemon in my collection to use to, you know, have the best chance to encounter and capture these legendaries. Now, I don't even remember, can they self-destruct? I think they can learn Explosion. I don't know if they have it as you first encounter them, and I hope they wouldn't, because that would just be such a big waste of everybody's time. But, all that being said, we are done for today. We are ready to take on the first of the legendaries tomorrow. I think we'll get all 3 in one episode. I doubt it, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, I want to say thanks for checking out today's episode of Pokemon Sapphire, and I apologize for how long that grinding montage was. There's a certain limit to how much I can speed up footage using my editing software, so it has to be as long as it was, unfortunately, but hopefully it wasn't too bad. If you needed to, you could have skipped over it, I'm sure, and just see when the layout switches back to what it currently is. But anyway, all that being said, again, I want to say thanks for sticking with me through this episode as we unlock the mystery of the Regi Trio locations. And if you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down below. And if you missed any episodes of Pokemon Sapphire, as riveting as they are, there's a link in the description to the entire playlist, of course. You can check that out and get caught up on all the adventures thus far. And stay tuned to the outro for some other links to some videos that I have done. Plus, I'd like to subscribe to the channel if you're not currently subscribed and you want some more exciting, like this, Pokemon content on a daily basis. TCG is a big thing we do, and the Sapphire playthrough. Moon is a big one as well, and weekly Pokemon news update video thingies. I forgot I was going to mention something. I'll mention it in tomorrow's episode. This is way too long, but something to do with the news. I want to sort of spill that a day early, which we'll do tomorrow. But anyway, that is all for today. I'm going to edit this, sit back, relax, and then record the next one. I'm going to wait till probably tomorrow to record. So anyway, you don't need to know all that. All that being said, thanks again for watching today's video. Professor Chaz is now signing off, and I'll catch you next time.